that you are no longer a threat.
I don't feel like well, I mean, if Count Swan wants to figure out if I'm a threat or not, he should talk to me.
No, why would we do that? And on
I
that
do
note,
intend to talk to you at some point.
and on that note, we're back. Hey everybody, welcome back to this next hour of Burning
Hello.
Grounds, Burning Wheel role-playing game actual play. This is episode 4. So super excited to be back. So hello. So we just saw our nice little scouting party with the 784, led by our Suronin. So let's cut back over to the camp. So, Count Ronald.
Yo.
Let's talk about the things that we're dealing with. So I know you were writing some letters of correspondence back over to our incoming guests.
Yes.
So
I also sent out the word for Sumire Shoshone to the huntswoman to come to me.
yes.
I was also hoping Olaf might do his goddamn job at some point.
Yeah.
Now that I've convinced him to do it twice. And I would like to summon Laurenthal to my presence when it's convenient for her.
Yes. Okay. So
I got a lot to do.
yeah.
So, well, do you want to do stuff, or do you want to go to our scene?
Well, I just want to do a quick little update then on those things. Okay. So yeah.
Okay.
Oleg's gonna go out and try to find some hunters and stuff. He said he's gonna go talk to somebody named Bakken first.
Bakken.
Didn't mention who that is, but he's gonna go talk to him first. And yeah, okay. So you went off to go talk to the huntress.
I summoned the huntress to me.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, to you. Okay.
To me.
Did
Like
you ever...
I would go somewhere to meet with someone. Ridiculous.
That was a circles roll you already passed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Last session.
Yeah, that's right.
She's on the way.
Yeah, she's on the way.
So how do you summon Laurenthal to your state, to your position?
The same way I summon anybody, by sending a messenger.
Do you have a little bell near your place and be waiting for a service person to be oh, thank God you're here?
I'd probably just leave the door of my room open. I'm not doing anything secret, and I just ask somebody passing through the area.
Oh, hey, do you mind grabbing so and so to do something?
I mean, yeah, when Svetlana passes by, I might just ask her to, let Laurenthal know that she is summoned by Count Ronald Swan for a meeting.
Okay, when Svetlana comes into my room, I'm still, again, writing on my pad in my bed. And I just, tear off a sheet of paper, write something, fold it up a couple times, and hand it to her, and just, take that to him, see what he says. Please humor me. I'm very bored being stuck in here.
That's why you should come to me.
She faux smiles at you and takes the letter.
She's like, oh, this is so shitty.
Yeah. She's like, I hate being between you guys.
Yeah.
But this has been kind of an ongoing thing. So she comes back with Laurenthal's letter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just written on it in block lettering, not even fancy at all. It's just I can't leave my bed.
Yeah.
Heart.
She's like, I'm so sorry, Your Eminence, but she gave me this letter instead.
I'm wondering how exactly she had the time to set up a spy-wise fortress on top of a hill from a bed, but I suppose I douse the letter in a little bit of alcohol, throw it in a nearby fire for effect, and then head to Laurenthal's room.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Svetlana, thank you. I'm so sorry that Laurenthal, who knows what's happening with her. Your hospitality is ever appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that, Your Eminence.
At Laurenthal's room, the Count will definitely stay near the door and leave the door open so he doesn't get accidentally murdered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Laurenthal's totally doing stretches when you walk in. She's gotten out of bed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's popping all the joints in her back and shoulders because she's been sitting down for all day. She's thank you. I was.
Nope, I shut the door.
Really want to get away from my desk.
Nope. I leave immediately.
Okay, then we're not having a conversation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're gonna try trolling me, no. The conversation was about your future, and you've just sealed my opinion of that.
Uh-huh.
You're an untrustworthy liar.
Okay, so as he's tunning around, she's like, Swan, it's a joke.
Nope, door slammed shut. Hear the noise.
Okay.
Some of us are busy trying to
goes out and apologizes to Svetlana. She was just trying to prove a point, and is like, "I won't do that to you again." And then, I don't know. Like, probably goes and just hangs out on the walls.
Just like a stroll.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave a letter for Sir Onan saying that, you know, illuminating this particular conversation, that she pretends to be stuck in bed and has Svetlana running everywhere to send messages for her. But when I arrive, she's stretching her back and doing, I don't know, gymnastics.
It's more like yoga than anything else.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I leave the letter for Onan as like a warning against your rapidly deteriorating mental state.
Okay, so
I mean, Onan has two takeaways from that letter. Yes, clearly Laurenthal is playing games with Swan, and secondly, Swan thinks it's bad to have people running around sending messages and does it all the time. Hypocrite.
Oh,
No. My concern is that she's wasting Svetlana's time.
Laurenthal is totally like it's totally like there with you, and it's just like telling you. He's like, yeah, Swan wanted to talk to me, and he sent Svetlana in like some type of asshole, and I just said, come talk to me in my room. And then I got up and did some yoga, and he got very angry because I could stand.
Yes.
And that was an inconvenience to him.
Yes.
Him to come to my room. It was rather strange.
And apparently it's only a waste of time to send messengers in a 4x4 house when you do it.
Oh,
I've sent a messenger with this letter, by the way.
Believe me.
I know exactly. It's like...
Believe me. Believe me. I apologize to Svetlana. I was merely trying to prove a point. He has two legs that aren't broken. And so do I, for interesting fact. Just hands.
Well, while I agree entirely with the point you were trying to make, you are not in a position to be making that point to Ronald Swan right now.
I mean, if I don't, then are you going to?
I have been on multiple occasions attempting to make him aware of his inherent hypocrisies.
Okay, I'm moving forward. We're just talking in circles. Okay, we're cutting over to the arrival of the Gares soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, Sir Creston.
Gares.
Yeah. All right. Over the hill north, we see the arrival of several dozen soldiers. Led. They look like a very well maintained, very well organized bunch. Not like Goramite, like nice and tight, but they've obviously served together before. They know each other. Finally, you can see their expressions and stuff coming forward. They look kind of like, on their face. They're like, like kind of like just like, how did we get here, kind of thing. But leading them in front of them is a knight wearing pretty nice like metal armor. And he's an older guy. He's got like perpetual like peppery beard, 5 o'clock shadow kind of thing on his face going on. Black hair, black beard, and he's like riding like a knight would in front. You see, he's wearing the what do you call the band that police officers have that like goes between like under their shoulder and around their pauldron, like it's on their armor. It says on the outside. It's like a golden tassel or like a rope. You know what that's called?
I don't know the name, but I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, guys? That thing? Anyways, yeah.
Right? The 478 will ride out to meet, like, in our full polished Goramite armor, like we ride out to meet them before they reach the fort.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
It's called an epaulette.
An epaulette, yeah. So this guy's wearing an epaulette around his arm or his shoulder. You know that denotes something, but maybe you don't know exactly what that is yet without a roll of some kind. But
we made rolls last time to identify this guy and know about him.
Oh, that's right.
No,
you totally did. Oh,
I
you did. Yeah. So you know that this is Laurenthal. You know that is the sign of a town guard captain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and maybe I'm standing up on like the gate or like the catwalk, and I'm just like calling down like what I see.
Aguilette.
Yeah, I'm just like relaying the information. He's a town guard captain.
Yeah, it's sorry. So it's not just an epaulet. It's an aguilette, as Niran points out. It's an
It
aguilette.
hangs off the epaulet. That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I also made a roll to know this guy, but I
Yeah.
used military wise, and she used politicking.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I ride out to
fine.
him and his men.
So he's a proud. He is okay. Cool. He kind of looks. The best way to give him a demeanor and stuff like that offhand. Think like Sir Jorah Mormont from Game of Thrones, right? So he's like, oh, hello. How do you do?
Crushing really hard on a lesbian is what you're telling me. Good to know.
I never talked
Hey,
anything about his sexuality.
What was his name?
Sorry, Sir Keston. Sir Keston Gares is his full name.
Hail, Sir Keston.
Hail, are you the one in charge of this outpost?
I am Sir Onin Solstend, leader of the 478th Goramite Expedition.
He interrupts you when you say that, but he interrupts you with like he tells you the 478, like he like starts reading like of Goramite of the thing, and he
Like,
gives
he-
you the
he read
title and
the-
stuff.
he read the
Yeah, like he
report.
knows heard of you, right? And he's like, I've heard of you. Good work. I've known quite a lot of your studies and your practices, and I guess Solston. I guess are you son of?
Yeah, and like the line of Solstend, all the way back to Thrain Solstend. I don't quite live up to the family name yet, I would say, but there's an opportunity here for you and your men to earn such glory. We face a bandit army in the Greenbelt, one that makes claims of attacking Brevoy.
He says, he says, well, I'll take one son of a Solsend over 100 randoms.
Just like, yeah, I want to fight with the hero.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. Like he speaks very proudly of your lineage.
Well, I give him a very like thank you very much bow, and I say I have also heard of your deeds, and it will be an honor to fight by your side and by the sides of your men. And like then I talk past him to the men, and I say, "Who's ready for a war?"
Like people like cheer, in an inspiring way. Do you want to do like an oratory test? Actually, do you want? Is that something
I
you're
don't
interested
have
in?
oratory. If you want me to, like, I'm not.
No, I mean
trying-
you're not commanding them or anything like that. That's fine. That's
Yeah, no, it's just like a hey, who wants to have a good time killing people?
Yeah.
Woo!
When they all ride back to the fort, I think like Laurenthal is like waiting there in whatever the Numerian equivalent of dress clothes is that she was able to afford and bring with her. And she does like this really weird like Numerian bow where she like touches her forehead and then bows nearly to the floor. Not like parallel, like almost all the way down.
Yeah.
And then comes back up and she says, "I am Laurenthal.
Yeah.
I am here as well with good Solston here. Welcome."
He so Sir Keston does the actual bow as well in a very formal way. He's familiar with the Nomirian customs.
It is an honor to meet someone who does not think that my customs barbaric.
Barbaric, no. Tough, yes. You are hard people. Strong people. I respect.
Onin, I think I'm going to like this one. Welcome.
Welcome. We appreciate you having us on such short notice. As you know,
We appreciate having you on such short notice.
Yes.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Was there something wrong?
We have received intelligence that there, and this is all unconfirmed. There may or may not be a large group of bandits preparing to go raiding into Brevoy. We know little about them. We know their leader, and that they are operating out of the forest to the south.
Well, they claim that they are led by a stag lord.
Is it Akros?
Say again.
Akros?
Do I recognize that name?
I think so. I think that was somebody you were supposed to find information on.
All right. He is believed to be with them. Little beyond that, I do not know. I have not seen him personally. I spent some time in their camp. Of the scars to prove it. She like lifts her arm.
That looks fresh. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I've taken worse. They just don't last as long, you know?
Okay. I'm taking worse. You got your fucking hand cut off. What do you mean you're taking worse? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Is there? Like, I was corresponding to the Eminence.
Yes.
Count Ronald. He's like looking
Count
around
Swan
for Count Ronald.
Allow me to take you to him. He is our resident.
He is sequestered in his quarters.
Good.
He's writing many a great correspondence to many a great people about things that are not happening here.
He hops off his horse, and you can tell he's a little old. He's a little old. He's like favoring like one side a little bit. You know, but like he's on his way.
All right. So I will escort him up to Count Swan.
I totally begin like just like getting the names of the like all the officers that have came, and maybe even some of the like enlisted men that came with them. Just like introducing myself, making myself known. I'm like, oh hey, I work here. I'm not a barbarian. Don't kill me. Is like actually what they're trying to do.
Yeah, they're not. They kind of give you weird distance. They think you're acting really weird.
I mean, that's the point. But
I know. I think they're like, you know, it's like when a homeless person accosts you. That's how they kind of are treating you, like very far.
She's just trying to make the kindest of, and maybe that is that okay. Maybe
I know,
maybe
but these are your traits being used against you right now. Like basically,
Okay.
they know of your Numerian stuff, and you literally have like a wounded hand, like it probably needs like dressing again, and it's just like
I feel like she would have like when she got dressed up, she would have like redone the dressing and maybe even like wrapped it in like a silk handkerchief or something like that and tied it off.
Okay, but they still.
Can I roll to circumvent that?
Yeah, want to try to get them to warm up to you?
Yeah, I just want to like walk around and like shoot the
Conspicuous test, right?
But I'm not like trying to get noticed by them. I'm trying to just like.
But you're trying to get their
and
notice.
Respectful and ingratiate myself to them.
Yeah, to be noticed, right? What is your intention here?
My intention is for them not to be, oh, weird Numerian.
Yeah, that sounds like a conspicuous role.
That feels like etiquette or persuasion to me. Actually, no, that feels like etiquette to me.
Well, if the way that you're doing it is by introducing them.
And being present, though. You're like doing it by way of being present, right?
What I'm saying is you could probably get etiquette if you introduced yourself in the correct etiquette for a Brevoyan noble.
Yeah.
And then you could probably use etiquette.
Etiquette's also courtly behavior.
Yeah.
You're not doing that, it sounds like.
Well then, is there like shoot the shit wise?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's being conspicuous. It's being people have seen you here now, and they're like, you're not a weird Numerian that they should like fucking kill, right? People know who you are, and they know
what is
they know you.
What is conspicuous' stat?
Oh, let me look it up real quick. Conspicuous is will. They make themselves notice above all in a crowd or scene. Right, you're attracting the attention of somebody, and I would say this is the same as an Ob 1 because it's like a busy shop, as in you guys are enclosed in a fort, and there's not really that much else going on. So, I consider this being conspicuous. You could fork in command, oratory.
I can't fork on learning a new skill.
Yeah. Well,
Conspicuous. Will. Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're learning it.
I'll fix the spelling of it later. Don't look at my character sheet, Eric.
That's right.
So yeah, they're gonna do that.
Okay.
Base ob is 1. Fails. Is there a 6? Nope.
No. So.
Wait, why did it roll half the dice?
You have wounds.
Oh, because you're wounded.
Oh fuck.
Manually roll stuff. Right, but isn't there something that we ignore that for this? Because a conspicuous test here doesn't factor in, you're not trying to like lift a heavy object right now. So the wound isn't a factor in this test. So you should have rolled 4 dice, right?
It is a social skill. Yes.
Okay, but it didn't help you.
Nope.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, they're like they're
maybe-
not interested in talking to you at all.
maybe it's
In fact, sorry, because I have an idea of what goes on here. You're doing that like, hey, how's it going? And you're trying to talk to these people, and like they literally are just like giving you the fucking just ignore. Like you are literally like a homeless panhandler, and they are just walking right by you in like fashion and trying to just avoid you guys. And then maybe like when they run out of space of walking by you to avoid you, like the last person's like, fuck off.
is that a man?
Like they don't want anything to do with you.
What is the gender of that person that just told me to fuck off?
Male?
Thank you. I think I get right up in his face. Just like right like inches from his face. And I'm just like I say something in Numerian. It's like anyone who's had any interaction with a Numerian would know is an instantaneous insult. Like real bad. And then she like just walks off.
Well, I'm gonna roll a die of fate, and let's hope I don't roll a 1. That's fucking hilarious.
Let's hope I don't
What is
roll.
the effect of that on Lorenthal?
The guy knows Numerian and knows exactly what you did, and he's fucking fought in there. And he's like, you motherfucker. He's like, you motherfucking bitch, and like fucking grabs you and like throws you to the ground, and like is going to physically assault you now. Like
Are me and Sir
like this is like brawling.
Are we like
essentially?
halfway to Swan, or did we make it to Swan and now there's like we're not hearing this?
Like you made it, like they were making it to Swan, and now this stuff is like occurring right in the background.
Oh, I would love for the scenes to be interchanged.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, you can't trust Lorenthal. She's an enemy spy for the queen, and in the process, Lorenthal's like losing teeth from a bloody mouth.
Lorenthal, first, I'd like to point out Lorenthal's not fighting back.
Yeah, but doesn't
She is
matter.
she is just gonna like smile and take it.
No, but what I
Whatever
think
happens.
but my point is that I think what's his name again?
Sir
Keston
Keston?
Gress.
His last name?
Gress.
Oh wait,
Yes.
my wounds should be fixed, shouldn't they?
Took some months to recover from that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
We just moved forward to when the new settlers were coming in a month.
We didn't move forward. We're inching forward.
Yeah, this is like a week later. The soldiers come
Yeah,
a week.
you have another week before you're gonna die.
Yeah. Anyway, can you please type his name so I can actually read it? Like, please. I apologize.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, Sir Keston Gares. All right, so I just think he's the type of person that as soon as fighting breaks out in his ranks is like about facing and not having the meeting with Swan to go run and regain order.
Oh fuck! This guy probably recognizes me.
Oh, that's what it is.
I was a slave for Huskaress.
Oh. Yeah, that's how this guy knows
And I was
you.
a fucking troublemaker.
Yeah, it's like, what? I remember you. Yeah, and it's like, you like, get the fuck out of my face. How are you still around? You like, how are you not fucking dead yet? Yeah, okay. So like, there's this big ruckus going on. I think some other people are gonna be joining in and be like, what the fuck's going on? All right, hold on.
Am I still getting beat?
I think so. Yeah, but before we get to that, though, I want to see the scene with Count Ronald and like them introducing, and then this ruckus going on, and then we're gonna cut back over. Okay. So, yeah. So, Sir Keston comes up and is like, "Your Eminence, thank you for
Keston.
receiving me."
Thank you for coming. I appreciate the offer of House Manning to send you. We have much to speak on. Please
I'm here.
take a seat.
Indeed.
Sir Onan, could you go see to the troops' accommodations?
I sort of give a sideways glance to.
Rogarvian business must be settled first.
He's not
I'll send for you.
Guardian.
What?
He's Itzian.
I mean, Manning, Sir Smorgarvia.
Yeah, this guy works for Manning.
Yep. Regarvian business first. And then I'll send for you when we discuss the security of the region.
Am I not Regarvian?
No.
You're Itzian.
Okay. Well, I'm not following all of the various regions and who's from them.
Well,
Numerian.
let's put it this way. Do you owe allegiance to the same houses that I do? Doesn't
He
sound like
also
you owe allegiance to
his own
anybody.
major house.
I mean, it sounds like you owe allegiance to maybe the country, but mostly to Gorham.
Yeah.
Um,
That was the thing, though. Like, House Solston gave up their sort of, like, lineage to a person and said sort of Gorham.
yeah. So that's true. All right.
I'm trying to talk to my ally here. Sir Onan,
Shrug.
please to their care, if you would.
Yeah.
Certainly. And I leave.
Sir Keston, I have to warn you first, before we begin, that there is a spy for the Queen inside the fort of Lorental, a Numerian troublemaker. I suspect that she will attempt to collude with your men. She's been trying poorly to spy, persuade, turn us against each other, but she recently lost an arm, so I do not believe that she will be a good knife hand. She claims to work directly for the Queen. Might be an assassin. Not to trouble you with this information,
What?
but your men should be on the watch for her. She will... Let me tell you a story. Just a few weeks ago, almost 5 days ago, she attempted to co-opt the messenger from House Manning in this very room right in front of me to work for her and the Queen. Her shamelessness knows no bounds, sir.
He's like, he has a very preposterous look on his face, right? He's like, I don't... What is she doing here?
I have no idea. Honestly, my plan is to have her sent away as soon as possible.
I think at that point, we, like, hear, like, the fight break out.
Okay.
And
You
it'd be like,
you just hear someone yell "Krutzvuk" at which means it's meant for without a soul.
yeah, and, like, Sir Custon hears that and it's like, just like, you know what I mean?
It sounds a lot like Lorental right now.
He's like, it's funny. I think I've heard of a Lorental. It's not a
Is she
particular
someone that you
popular...
used to know?
I'm the woman that had Count Grass's son.
So
Like one of the minor sons of, or minor child of House Grass. Yeah.
Yeah, she's daughter of Gautier.
I'm closest to now because I've been sent away to go to the troops.
Um,
So I start barking up like break it up, and like hand on sword like as I move up to the fight.
Okay. Yeah, they get off of her, and they're like, "Sir, she threatened me.
I didn't threaten you. I said you had no soul. There's a difference.
She got up in my face and she reached for my weapon, sir."
Bullshit.
And the other two people like corroborate the guy's story. I saw her. She came right in the face, and he had to block her off and throw her down. She can't be trusted, sir.
You really,
So here's what I do.
Sir, I highly suggest that you lock her up for her own safety and our safety, sir.
Here's what I do.
He says like very like respectfully.
Here's what I do. Thalia! And she's on the wall, and I say, what happened?
Lorental started shit. She got shit. And she like very casually, like hasn't like really even introduced herself, goes back to like looking at Scott. It's like,
And I point to the soldier who told me that he went to grab the weapon. I said, you never lie to me. She started shit and she got shit, right?
yes, sir.
All right, never lie to me again.
Yes, sir.
Lorental, you started shit and you got shit. Is this over? Is this over?
Yes.
All right, it's over. Spectacle's over, everybody. Break it up. Like, and I start like telling the soldiers where they'll be sleeping and stuff, and like and moving them around.
Can you give me a command or something like that for doing
Yes,
this?
I absolutely can
This
give you a command.
this definitely sounds like a some kind of shit. I don't know. I know. I played so many fucking systems that the skills all bleed together. I was gonna say this is a battle test because you're like organizing soldiers, but this is probably just soldier. This is a soldier test, right? But no, your intention is to command people to make sure this gets broken up, right? And like your intention here. What is your intention? Your intention is to basically get people to listen to you, and do what you say.
Yeah, my intention is basically like I'm trying to make a good impression at the same time. Like, you don't have to lie to me, son. She started shit and she got shit. Like, I respect that. Like, so there's an amount of like earning soldiers' respect here.
Well. Everyone, awesome chat. Everyone's saying this is a command test, and that sounds right. Perfect.
Yeah, I do agree. So I would like to fork some things.
Yeah.
I would like to fork. This is the one that I think would be most interesting. I would like to fork Gorham-wise because basically it's a Gorhamite who doesn't care why it happened. You know what I mean? Like, it's very Gorham to be like, she started shit and she got shit. Right, son? Be honest with me.
I would let you fork in Gorham-wise if you amend what you said or you modify it. There's a chance you could use Gorham-wise, but you would have to include, like, say, like, Thrain said, thou start shit, you get shit. Right? Or something like that. Like, invoking a passage or a parable or something like that, right? Or like or saying explicitly Gorham doesn't care, right?
Yeah, Gorham doesn't care, son.
Right. So in the future to invoke a wise like that, you have to use it in a way that sounds like explicit. Or if it's implicitly and it's obvious, then we can always have this discussion again.
Well, it's like out here you're not going to get court-martialed.
Yeah.
Out here it's just you, me, and what we can do, and Gorham doesn't give a shit if she reached for your knife. You don't need to make an excuse to me.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, and can I get like, I would like another modifier dice for the fact that, like, I called out to Thalia to be like, you were watching, right? Like, and then they realize the 478 has been watching them the whole time.
I feel like Thalia, at the very least, is helping you in this situation.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you'll get a help die for this.
Okay. All right.
For her being basically stating the truth of what she saw.
Anything about like the obstacle, or is it just base obstacle?
In the words of our immortal father in iron, talk shit, get hit.
Talk shit, get hit. Gorham also preaches that snitches get stitches.
Rad.
What's the ob?
I was gonna say it's just an ob one.
Yeah. So like I make a good impression with these soldiers and then start like bunking them in the barn. Like, there's no way for 12 soldiers, like, we have to set up cots in the barn.
Oh,
like,
totally. Yeah. But I think I want to know. I want to ask you this. When you're a leader and you're doing stuff around, are you like also helping them set up stuff, like how you were helping with digging the trenches as well as telling people where to dig the trenches as well? Like, you're not just you're a leader, not just a boss thing.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm opening their packs and helping them set up tents and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. The encampment and stuff like that. Okay.
And like I'm getting the hay out of the animal enclosures and like telling oh, we're gonna have to, the animals are gonna have, the animals are gonna have to be a little bit more cramped because we have to fit some soldiers in here.
Thalia has never been more attracted to you.
Oh yes. We are gonna bone later. But
seeing you marshal soldiers around and like doing this stuff and leading people on like resolving that situation was fucking like.
Where you're like shirtless and sweaty.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
You've like taken off your armor and your pecs are just rippling.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But now I think because the fight is resolved, there's nothing to pull Gares away from Swan. Like he sits up and then the fight's over, so he sits back down, so they can continue their scene.
Sorry about that, sir. We might have to discuss it. So let's go back to the scene with Ronald and Sir Keston. He's like,
"Right, sick.
That seems like that might be a problem we're going to have to solve together, sir." Or your
order your men to not speak with her under any circumstances and to watch themselves around her. As I said, she's a poisoner and probable assassin, so don't let her near any weapons. basically treat her as a honored enemy.
Something. That's something I have an acute amount of experience with, Your Eminence.
Really? That sounds like a story you'll have to tell me sometime. The story I'm more concerned about is your presence here right now. Might you make me privy to the exact nature of your orders here from House Manning?
Your Eminence, it's funny that you would ask that, because that story and the story of being in the nests of my enemies is one of the same. Sir, do I have permission, or Your Eminence, do I have permission to speak freely with you?
Indeed.
I'm concerned for our leader, Kevin Manning.
Is there something that should be concerning?
He's been listening to a Mivanese sellsword as counsel far more than his normal attendees. I don't trust that man. Referring to the Mivanese sellsword.
Mivanese, yep.
Yeah.
Does this Mivanese sellsword have a name?
Indeed, but he's more commonly known by reputation as the Raven.
Raven. I can't say I've ever heard of him, so it must not be much of a reputation. I jest, of course. Now, connect the dots for me, if you would. What exactly is your concern about the Mivanese, Kevin Manning, and your position here?
Well, the Raven finally convinced Sir Kevin Manning that after a slew of victories in Numeria, that he could keep his own mercenary force garrisoned at Falkerstone Keep, the Keep of Manning. You know that. I mean, he doesn't say that, but you know that's the name.
I just sent a letter there.
Yeah,
so
exactly right. That Falkerstone Keep is the name of the House Manning's capital. I don't know. Consolidated fortress. I don't know. I was serving as town guard at the time, and it was said that he had no longer need of service for me or my men. Told me to go south. Said that to write to you, and that you need our help, and we could find glory and honor here. And so, like good soldiers, we came.
Rather than send you away or keep you as town guard captain, you're being given a field commission as a honorable knight. One might see that as a promotion.
I do see this as a promotion.
I can understand not wanting to be surrounded by foreign mercenaries. I myself have been surrounded by these 478th for some time. Their leader, Sir Onan Solston, for some reason believes that he is worthy to sit in my presence and put a hand on his sword hilt.
But they do have the blood of Brevoy.
They may have the blood of Brevoy, but we are Rogarvians, and he is not. But more importantly, I don't allow very many people to sit in my presence and put a hand on a weapon. My lack of faith in him grows every day as he continues to question me. So I am glad of your presence here, specifically so that he can no longer lord his military prowess over the rest of us.
Yeah.
Frankly, it grows tiresome.
I cannot speak about the actions of Sir Onan. I only know his reputation of as the son of his father.
He is the son of someone. That is correct. Sir Keston, you are here to find honor and glory, and I believe that this is definitely a place to find it. But this area is less a welcoming trade post and more a den of vipers. So I ask you to work with Sir Onan Solston, but do not allow him to take command. And I ask you to watch yourself around this assassin of the Queen. And as for
Yes,
Kevin Manning, your lord, know that while you are here, there is nothing you can do for him in Falkerstone Keep. You will simply just have to place your trust in his own ability. And if the Raven is to betray him, like we always do in Rogarvia, the Raven will suffer the fate of the dragon.
Yes, Your Eminence.
I understand that ravens are quite small and possibly delicious when roasted.
Are you making a metaphor? Because that's not true at all.
What, that ravens are small and delicious?
Yeah.
I mean, they're
They're
small.
gross.
It's not even true here. We're like the largest, most well-established house with actual legitimate claim to rule.
It
I'm
is.
understanding this out.
I mean, I don't know. No.
Yeah.
But the raven specifically
Typically,
refers to the man. Right?
Most cultures have a do not eat ban on creatures that eat people, especially dead people.
Right, but I'm making a metaphor that
okay.
if the raven steps to us, the dragon, as in the Rogarvian houses, will murderify him.
Oh, yeah. For
Yes.
sure.
I'm not literally saying that a dragon will eat a raven.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Okay. No,
I don't
even
know if dragons are real in this world.
I thought you were referring to Kevin eating, like people
your
would
metaphor
we would
still.
eat their, I'm sorry. Metaphors got fucked up. I'm an idiot. I need a break. All right.
What I'm saying is I'm trying to reassure Keston that there's nothing he can do while he's here. And if the raven does anything, the Rogarvian houses will counterattack with the strength of Brevoy.
Do you want to test soothing platitudes for me?
I was kind of thinking Ugly Truths. It would be time to open that one.
Okay.
I mean, I'm literally
see
saying if the dude dies, we're going to totally murder that other dude.
Yeah, that's also fair. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, vengeance will be ours, Sir Keston. I have entire faith in Sir Kevin Manning's abilities.
Yeah.
But if he fails, we will not allow his memory to be tarnished.
Bob one.
I got to open this up as being learned. So what kind of difficulty am I looking at?
1.
Modifier, base obstacle 1. So it's going to end up being 2, right?
Yep. Crushed it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to place a mark then.
Yeah. No, he appreciates your candor. Or your candor, right? So, yeah, he's like, yes, Your Eminence.
So, Keston, what is the state of your men exactly? Do you ride? Do you carry bow or crossbow? Are you sword or lance users? I'm curious as to the specifics. And if you would, please allow me to resummon Sir Onan to the room.
Well, sir, we're guardsmen. We train mostly with the sword. Yeah, and that's I assume Sir Onan's here, right? He's back.
Well, no, I'm making tents with the men.
Yeah,
it's gonna be hard to even reach me.
I mean,
all right, then maybe this is the fucking Aaron Sorkin walk and talk scene as we go out to him.
All right, sure. The Aaron Sorkin walk and talk. You know that Aaron Sorkin didn't do that, right? It's the director of it that did it. He wrote the dialogue, but all right, that's fine.
It's fine.
Eric, can I take a wound
Aaron
from
Sorkin
getting...
got credit for somebody else's work just because he wrote the dialogue, but
That's
the walk
fine.
and talk was invented by somebody else.
Yeah. So
yeah, well then they come out and see me helping the men build their tents.
yeah, and they say that we are a garrison of about 30 soldiers strong, and we are mostly police officers. We barely had to use our swords. We mostly would use a cudgel if necessary. But Falkerstone Keep is a peaceful place. A few people are rowdy here and there. The Rogarvian blood runs strong. But
do your people have much battle experience? Veterans, or are they simple guardsmen?
Many of whom have served in the Eastern Wars.
Ah, the Numerian front.
Indeed. But that's been a while ago.
Well, as I said, remember to have them check themselves around our Numerian interloper.
Indeed.
As he says that, does the camp shift focus, Lauren trying to one-handed tie her headscarf with a bloody nose?
I guess, yeah.
I probably see you and just ignore you. I'm still fucking steaming about your little trick.
Oh, you can't take a joke, you ass.
I mean, one of us is an ass at least, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
all
perhaps both even.
Yeah, and it's about time to go to our next break, guys. So we'll come back and we'll come up for the last